Show
Show
where two
where
gardeners
go
don't know
ahead.
what they're doing.
I mean, we know what we're doing. We figure it out. That's exactly. We got to get the rough out before the recording.
Yeah.
Um, Catch up on what's not interesting or topic related to the podcast. Um, Answer questions, I guess. You dig deeper into the lives of your favorite hosts. It's not bad. It's not bad. This it could be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, if we could manage to go a week without using the dig deeper pun, that would be incredible.
It's really hard, because
It's such an obvious choice.
I know, I know. Yeah, I'll try. Anyways,
It's both of us.
yeah. I experimented with a new product, an art product. It's
Mhm.
called ceramic resin, and it blew
Oh,
my mind because so the other day I went and picked up the other half of the couch because Eva ordered it and it had to go get picked up. And while I was
I'm
there,
glad you
I'm
got
like,
it.
yeah. While we were there, we looked. I was like, I'm gonna look around. Went thrifting. I went to the art supply store, and I just looked around to see what was going on and what's new, and maybe spark some ideas. And in the resin section, something called ceramic resin, and I was like, how is this different than plaster of Paris? It's a white powder. You mix it with water. It comes out of but plaster of Paris isn't like it's not a good long-term product. It will disintegrate. It's kind of powdery.
Yeah.
It's not weatherproof. It's like a casting material. It's very temporary, I find. And I think that's its intention. But this stuff is food quality, like food safe, within fully cured within 60 minutes. And I was like, okay,
Wow.
so hold on. It's a white powder. You add water at a 3-to-1 ratio, whatever, and it cures really fast. And you pour it into whatever your mold is. And within 1 hour, you're saying this is going to be of such good quality that I can eat food off of it. Okay. Okay. I got to try it. And so I did. I tried two things. A mold that's back there that's a little flower candle. And it
Mhm.
came out perfectly smooth, like ceramic, like it was cured, fully finished ceramic. And I was like, wow, that's impressive. That can't be, is this delicate? And I tried to break it. I'm like, no, this is solid. Whatever this is, it worked. So I tried it with a much more intricate mold that I have of one of the Nazgul, and I tried some different. It's an ink. It's a pouring medium ink, and I just tried to blend it as I went, not like a full blend prior to pouring, like a weird blending method. Anyways, it's good. It's solid. Can you hear this? Little ASMR.
Yeah.
Like that's solid, and it's not disintegrating. So I decided I'm going to take the risk. I put it under my kitchen sink with hot water and a brush, and I scrubbed. I was like, how much
Mm.
is this going to come off? Nothing. Nothing came
Wow.
off. And I'm like, wow, this is food safe, I guess.
I'm
Uh,
uh I'm
right?
looking this up because I'm so curious about what's in it.
So the product was called Mix to Mold,
That's what I
sold
found.
by, yeah.
Resin
Uh,
alternative.
okay. If there is a cheaper alternative, I'd consider it. But I went ahead
It's
and
not
go ahead, sorry.
they're saying like this is the first ever product of its kind, so probably
Oh,
not at this
I
point.
bet. I am super impressed.
Mm.
Um
I just want to know
Anyways,
what the powder is.
it's so I talked to a chemistry teacher,
Okay.
and it's basically um as you would suspect, it's a I don't have the correct technical chemical names. My apologies. But it's basically what you would expect is it's a hybrid between plaster of Paris and resin. So it binds in a way that causes a smooth coating, and it's much more solid, but it's a quick pouring liquid. So much like a plaster of Paris, it's, but it's self-curing. It doesn't need UV.
Right,
It's
which is good.
and it's bonded to itself. And so it's, I don't know. I should probably, that was the most reductive, diminished response I could have given you. I can look up
That's
what he
okay.
actually told me.
Here's a sentence that summarizes what I wanted to know. It's a
Oh,
base
okay.
resin mixed with ceramic particles.
There you
So,
go.
yeah, literally plastic and ceramic bits,
Yeah. Yeah.
which makes
There you go.
sense because that would, seems to me, would combine the two properties. So
Yeah.
cool.
Oh, this is new.
Oh,
Oh, sorry. I just opened up TikTok because I wanted to see what my chemistry professor friend said as a response. You can send now photos and videos in DMs, which you never used to be able to do in TikTok before. That's
okay.
new, which is random.
Nice.
But I used to be like, here, I'll send you a photo of this plant. Go check it out on a different platform. And now,
Yeah,
anyways.
it's good.
Cool, cool, cool,
Useful.
cool. Ceramic mixed with polyurethane resin. Yeah, there you go. That's what you said, anyways.
Right.
That's cool.
Oh,
I'm excited. The thing is, it's still like it's smooth compared to what I would consider like a cement product or whatever, but it's not that final glazed. That's the word I was thinking of, glazed.
mm.
And so I'm wondering if there's a way to glaze it. I don't know anything. This is a whole new world to me. um it's intriguing.
Yeah. The
But yeah,
article that I peeked at was something about like aerospace applications for it.
cool.
I didn't
I just
actually
really hope.
read. I skimmed, so I don't know what it was saying, but it
Fair,
mentioned
fair.
that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's pretty cool. I'm excited for the potential, honestly, because I love my ceramic orchid pots that are
Mm.
orchid pots, but they are, and I'm like, ooh, how can I do this? How can I make this with a liquid ceramic? Like, this is super exciting. How do I,
It
I
is
can,
plastic.
yeah, yeah, that's true. Uh, so yeah, it's food safe, but is it, you know,
Is
plant
it
safe?
earth safe?
Exactly. Can
Yeah.
it survive the sun and the water and whatever? But I
Yeah.
mean, 3D printers, as long as it's a certain type of filament, I don't know, like a PLA or something. Again, I don't know the details, but I know there's a lot of 3D printed like pots and stuff that, or moss poles or whatever.
Yeah.
And my wife was explaining that yeah, it's this particular one is supposed to be safe. Although I don't know, I feel like no 3D print is ever like, nothing plastic is safe. Like what it's nothing is.
Yeah. I'm just personally not big on any of this plastic craft unless it is like for repair purposes or like reducing waste in some way. Like I
Right.
appreciate the ability of 3D printers and like accessible home crafting materials
Yeah.
to help us get around, like to have the right to repair things as we should have.
Oh, absolutely. That's huge. Yeah.
But it hurts my heart that it also causes a lot of junk to be put into the world. Not that your crafts
Yeah.
are junk, but there is a
No,
lot of junk.
I hear you. There is, yeah. Those craft markets that pop up, and some
Mhm.
of them, not all of them, like I love the idea of designing and building your own thing. Yeah, cool. You want to uh build a better fidget toy, whatever. But it is homegrown dollar store plastic bulk.
Yeah.
But is there a way to reduce that? Is there a way to recycle it? Can we, like, I mean, there is. You can,
When
yeah.
when the plastic can be reused into new filament, that's cool. I know it's
You
not
can.
always.
For the
Yeah.
most part, you can. So it depends on what kind. Again, I'm not the expert, but I looked into what would be really cool is a plastic recycling thing. Like I think I sent you a couple of links, but unfortunately, most of the products are elsewhere, the US, Australia, whatever. There's only a couple in Canada, and they're way overpriced. But it grinds up the plastic, goes through a heater, melts it, and then pressure injection into some sort of a mold. But you're turning waste into not useless junk, something practical, a pen, a
Yeah.
comb, um, yeah, a multi-tool. I don't know.
Yeah.
But the point is it to go through all of that effort. Yeah, yeah.
Recently, my wife used the library's 3D printer to repair the gas cap of my dad's car.
Hey, nice.
Mhm.
Okay. But is it I hate to perpetuate the same question. Is that safe? Is it gas safe? Is it pressure
It
safe?
I don't think it was the part that is actually on the inside,
Okay, okay. So it's like a
and it
hinge or
was
something like that.
yeah, I did never saw it myself, I just know it was something involved in there, and it was
Okay.
also a model that had been created by somebody else in this car community, so
Right.
it was
Neat.
pre-tested.
Interesting. Interesting. Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, I mean, I see the potential, right? Like
yeah,
I also see all the waste. It's so hard to get around that.
yeah.
It's yeah. Anyways,
Anyways, Debbie Downer over here. I
yeah.
shouldn't even say that because that makes my mom sad. She's a Debbie.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, oh man, I was talking with one of the other parents at the school about words like that, words that are
Yeah.
unfortunately socially approved, like Karen or
Mhm.
Chad. You have a stereotype in your head of what that is. A Debbie
Yeah,
means nothing, but a Debbie Downer is a very common phrase.
yeah,
It's
and you like, no matter what your personality is, you're stuck with that forever.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh
We
yeah.
should talk about today's episode because we
Hmm.
we discussed some options by text, but we didn't actually fix on what the plan is. So, do you think you have content to fill an episode if I'm interviewing you, or do you want to have each of us bring some experiences?
I think both. I
Okay.
think so. So the way that I envisioned it when you had pitched it, um, I mean, how much detail are we gonna do here? Is this okay? Are we?
Yeah,
I mean, this is a
I've
pre-show, and then we're gonna record it anyways.
yeah, they get privileges. So,
Yeah.
audience, today we are going to be talking about mistakes made at the design stage of gardening, and that can cause a lot of extra labor down the road. We're going to talk about ones we've encountered and ways to avoid them.
Yeah. So I was thinking if we start with some super duper basics at first, some design principles. And I imagine as we could actually just start with each design principle. And I guarantee you examples will come as we talk
Sure.
it and we go down these rabbit holes. So um yeah. So I started writing out different principles, and then I started thinking of flops, some examples, and I'm like, "Ooh, I could do a whole garden blooper episode, but let's not do that. I don't want to be super rude." Um,
I mean,
yeah,
I do want to know all of your garden flops.
some of my own and some of others.
Yeah,
Yeah,
whatever you've got, I will get my little mittens on them and feed some of them into my presentation.
Uh,
Oh, and then you'll be
yeah,
in the audience of that. That's weird.
yeah, yeah. So I did
You'll
get
be
so after we were talking, I was like, I wonder if I can reach out to this person or this Congress, and see if I can get something else, like a media pass or something to that effect. See what if that'll get me in the door as well, just in case. I didn't get a response for the longest time, and then I got like you probably saw the email. I was like, yeah. She's like, hey, go sign in over there. You can go to the show and no sessions. That's it. I'm like, okay, that's yeah, great.
sure.
So I don't know if they have me on a list or us, or if it doesn't matter and media is just expected to show up.
Yeah,
Like,
I have no idea because she asked me if you were going to stick with me, and I said yes, but that would be at the show portion. But also, I still don't have any information about my access because
you're
the
doesn't
way
matter.
they've got it organized is they aren't registering speakers until all of the guests are registered. And I don't know when that closes. So I don't know when I find out what to expect for myself. But
So
anyway,
regardless, so you're both. You're a speaker and you're a media. And if as you're allowed to get a media pass because our business card has both of our names on it. Um,
right.
but that's such a good point because I would also have to register as Aaron's plus one. Um,
Yeah.
but I definitely want the podcast label so because they give you like a lanyard
Yeah.
with a name tag, and I'm like, I want that when I walk up to people. Um, and
Yeah.
and I'm definitely looking to network and see if we can find some because I was looking at this and I'm like, this is I don't know how to phrase. I'm very judgy. Um, it's a place for bigger businesses to show off. If you
Yeah.
know what I mean, like
Yeah.
that.
It's an industry conference with a trade show. That's what it's for.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah,
For for a listener, here we are speaking in riddles again. It's a landscaping conference. I'm going to speak
yeah.
at a landscaping conference, and Sean is going to be my driver so that I don't keel over on the road trying to do a round trip and a presentation in the same day.
But also, we're hoping to meet some folks,
Yeah.
maybe appeal to some of these larger businesses and see what we can come up with. Question.
Hmm.
That's on the particular
7th.
date, the 7th. Okay, I thought so. Okay, because I had to confirm with the missus and make plans. We have time to make plans. It's fine. But yeah. Um, sorry, I'm just writing notes. I'm getting better at multitasking.
That's good. So
Uh,
the reason, dear viewer, that we are doing this particular subject today is that while I have most of my presentation planned out, I do want to get some examples from Sean of issues he's seen where, as the person maintaining the garden, he wished the designer had made some different choices. Because choices you make at the design stage can really influence how much work it is to maintain a garden. So thought that would be a good
absolutely.
episode topic.
And I'd say that's my specialty, right? As a holistic gardener, is most of the all of the properties I maintain, I do it by myself. I get it
Yeah.
to that point where a single person can maintain this property. There are some compromises, and that's not a bad thing. That's gonna yeah. I'm gonna write that word down because that is something that needs to happen. That people, gosh, I don't want to get into it already. I was about to get into a plant rant.
Save the plant
Whew.
rant.
Yes.
How many design principles are you thinking about getting through? Because I have a feeling, knowing us, we could get a lot of fodder out of one item in a list.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't mind listing out some of the principles if that's okay. For our exclusive patrons, thank you so much.
Yeah.
It's to start with the design. I'm going to start with order of operations. So you really want to consider your hardscaping first, and then your softscaping. So your hardscaping being your paths, your retaining walls, your decks, your stairs, all the hard stuff, because you're not going to drive through the soft stuff to build more hard stuff. Although you can always fix things later, that's to be expected. When you're doing your hardscaping, you have to think about accessibility and future maintenance.
Yeah.
That's my big one. That's my, and I will have several examples of that. And that's your hard stuff, right? And you got to think about what materials you're bringing in. How are your tradespeople supposed to show up? Who's doing what when? So you've got your concrete guy, your mason guy, your electrician, your plumber. They all have to coordinate. So ideally, you would have your property manager or landscaper who's coordinating these things. But most homeowners don't go that extra step, and they try and hire different contractors. So if you want to do that, that's fine. But it can be tricky. So
yeah, it's like building a house without a general contractor doing all that stuff too.
And I don't think you can do that today. I know that
maybe not.
Like maybe not. Yeah, I know a lot of people, a lot of tradespeople, and I know the stories of, well, I can't do anything until they get in here and do this first. Well, I can't do anything until they get in here. It's like, y'all need to sit down and have a chat. But they don't. You're right. The general contractor, the project manager should be the one who's able to determine who does what when, and scheduling and whatnot. Anyways, so this is part of the design, right? Part of that hardscape design is sun and water. So where's north, south, east, west? Where is the sun rising? Where is it setting? What trees is it hitting? What side of the house is it hitting? How will the sun impact your design, your gardens, your view? If your only view is to the west, well, then unfortunately you're not going to want to look that way at sunset. It's going to be blinding. Or maybe you do. Maybe you love a sunset. Little things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And water is my biggest nemesis. As we live in relative uneven terrain, you have to know where it's coming from and where it's going, and how anything that you do is going to change that.
And you've got that non-porous Precambrian shield under everything.
For the most part, yeah. Most people have good old boulders and slate and hard textures that don't retain. Yeah. And then we can get into your plant choices. And with plant choices, you have your seasonal shift. So you have to think about spring, summer, fall, and winter, because winter is important. Your color and your texture are two different design principles. And then, what kind of plants? Trees, shrubs, grasses, perennials, annuals, borders, height. All of these factors come into play. And you have to think about the life cycle of that plant, not just in one full year, which is very important, but what will it look like next year, or 3 years, or 5 or 10? Those sorts of things, and consider what kind of maintenance you want to do with those plants, because you can absolutely control the way an apple tree grows, or you can leave it alone. And if you leave it alone, there are pros and cons, right? There are consequences. You can absolutely control the way a maple tree grows if you start very, very, very young.
Right.
And then I have a lot of examples of pruning and maintenance, and it's all a matter of what are you looking for and how much work are you willing to put into it, and we can find a nice compromise. Costs.
Yeah, I feel like that's an episode.
Is it? I was just rambling based on my random bullet points. So.
No, it's good. I think we'll fill the time up.
Okay.
And speaking of time, although we did start a little late, I suppose.
Yeah.
Oh, keep going for 4 minutes.
So I think that in the intro, if we could keep brainstorming for a second, I think in the intro, we should really give our audience a heads up that, like, yes, we're going to be talking about design principles, in particular, mistakes to avoid and how to make landscaping projects easier. And the maintenance, which is your focus, is accessibility and how do I phrase it? Making gardening easier, gentler, low energy. Yeah. So there's no such thing. Yeah, we can bust that myth right away. There's no such thing as zero maintenance. And that's a myth that we should absolutely bust at the very intro. But yeah, let's go. What do we have?
I did do some alterations to the script last night, so you can feel free to take a look at that. I feel like doing a quick description in the actual podcast intro is suitable, and then getting into the stuff you just said after we finish the first ad break.
Yep. Sounds good.
Cool.
Okay, so we are just shy of 30 minutes. That's okay. We need 10 minutes to go have our own little water break. So thank you so much for watching the pre-show. This is us brainstorming and debriefing, I suppose.
Yep.
Oh, wait, we didn't do like a question.
Oh, yeah, question.
Ugh. Let's pull out a new card. Oh, what animal would be the most fun to be? Did we already say that?
I don't think so.
I actually like these questions.
I want to be a capybara. Just chill with everything.
You just want your own theme song, Aaron. Capybara.
They just hang out with all the other animals, and all the other animals love them. It's great.
Is that true? Is it?
Yeah.
Are they just chill? No one.
They're just the chillest.
That's goals right there. I just want to exist. That's fine.
Also, there's an Ologies episode on them, so if you haven't listened to that, listen to that.
I might have. I probably have.
You probably
It's been a while. Honestly, since the work season's slowed down, I haven't been keeping up with all the podcasts, but I'm trying. I need to get back into it.
Yeah.
Gosh, what animal would be the most fun to be? This is tricky, right? Because now I'm thinking about all the different categories: terrestrial, aerial, naval. And I don't even care about like longevity necessarily, because I mean, there are some animals.
A good time, not a long time.
Exactly. There are some animals who don't even eat. You know, they're just like, I'm just here to copulate and die. And I'm like, well, if if that's your thing,
Sean
um,
wants to be a mayfly, smell like
new.
fish.
No, what animal would I want to be? You know what? How about I change the question slightly? I don't know if that's cheating, but I feel like I'm going to take too long. Definitely over analyzing because that's what I do. Um,
Mhm.
what animal have I been most compared to?
Mm,
A crow.
nice.
I like shiny things.
Yeah. Crows are good. And crows make
Uh,
art.
crows do make art and they mourn and they're surprisingly deep and they sing.
Mm,
Yeah,
and
I'm
they
gonna go
give
with crow.
gifts. Sean and
I
my
think it'll be fun.
relation started with a series of just small gifts passed back and forth.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Good times. Good times.
Yeah.
I am a
All
crow. What am
right.
I doing?
Well, this is Capybara Aaron and Crow Sean signing off. We'll catch you in the recording.